Good mythical shmorning, everyone, and welcome back to Emerald Peaks. We are just entering year 5 of the park, aka the 1992 season, so the first thing I do is I officially open the western area, including the 2 new rides in it, Cowboy Shootout and Dynamite Canyon. Since the park got a whole new land this season, the 1993 edition is going to be pretty light, but the park will still be getting something, which is the bumper cars that I'm working on right now. The rest of the episode after that will be split between doing some park improvements, like finally adding an entrance to the kids area, and as I'm sure you saw in the thumbnail, we get a head start on the 1994 edition. But that's all I have to start off with, so we'll catch up in a few minutes. The bumper cars didn't end up taking very long, so I decided to add some extra depth to the ride by adding a custom sign for it. I don't use too much the Maker's Toolkit for my parks as I feel like it could slow down your frame rate pretty quickly, but the signs I sometimes make exceptions for because it's pretty hard to make them without Toolkit. This sign is very heavily inspired by the sign for the bumper cars at Cedar Point, to the point that I even end up using the same name for it. But I thought it was a pretty cool looking sign, so hopefully Six Flags doesn't sue this channel. I needed to fill some extra space in this spot, so I'm adding another eating area, but the funny part that I noticed after is that there's no restaurants even remotely close to this spot. So remind me in a future episode that we should probably install a restaurant nearby, otherwise this is pretty pointless. Now that the dodging in the area around it is looking pretty good, I'm going to take some time to clean up some other spots in the park. The parking lot is looking pretty terrible at the moment, but I'm not sure what I want to do with the design of it yet, so I just end up putting some trees and then saving it for a later episode. Remember in the third episode when I said that I would name the kids area? Well, I'm 4 episodes late, but I finally got to it. I went with the name Dragon Kingdom because I wanted to keep the medieval theme going with the area. Sorry to break the alliteration pattern that I was going with for the areas, but it was destined to happen eventually. I wanted to make a pretty nice entrance sign to the place since the path is used pretty often as it's the only way to get to Pioneer Plains currently. Dragon Kingdom was definitely lacking on the lighting for some of these queue lines, so I wanted to go back and add more to make it look pretty nice at nighttime. You might notice that I slightly changed the in-game times for the park. I think its default is set to 8 AM to 6 PM, but those hours are more realistic for a European park than an American one. I changed it from 10 AM to 10 PM, which means that a lot more time in-game is going to be spent during the nighttime since a day cycle happens once a month in-game. One of you also mentioned that I should light the roller coasters a bit more, so I went in and added some more lighting to Dragon Dash. Alright, I can't really avoid hiding it anymore since you saw it in the thumbnail, but the park will be getting a new roller coaster in 1994. It's going to be an aero suspended coaster, and that would actually be the last one ever built because the last one built in real life opened in 1993. Stat-wise, it's not going to be the largest coaster in the world, maybe around 100 feet, 40 miles an hour, and 2,500 feet of track, but it is going to be super terrain-based, which I think will help with the thrill a lot. My main inspiration for the layout will probably be Ninja at Six Flags Magic Mountain, since that ride is also on a hill, but I also thought that it was kind of lame that the ride ends with a lift hill, so we're going to instead go up the hill and then work our way down. I won't build a majority of this ride until next episode since I'd already been recording for a while, but one thing I thought was an essential for this ride was I wanted the final turn to give a cool overhead view of the park, so I added that right away. I also wanted to get a head start on the queue line and station for the ride so that we don't have to rush as much next episode. won't be sticking with this shade of red for the station building color. I just wasn't sure what color to go with yet, so I'm going to keep it at the default one. However, I will be going with the gold and white for the suspended coaster because that's one of my favorite color schemes for a coaster, and I think it looks really good on the Skyline since we're missing a brightly colored ride. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for this episode. A bit shorter than the last few, but we had less things to do, so I think that's okay. Next episode, we'll build the actual layout for the coaster, finish the station, and then add some more trees and scenery to the ride so it's ready for year 7. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.